Welcome to the Sports Fashion Podcast, where style meets substance and fashion becomes a conversation. I'm your host, Deeflamez, a fellow fashion and sports enthusiast. Here we have candid conversation about fashion trends, designs, sports, and music. Join me as we continue to educate, entertain, and strive to push the culture forward. Welcome and enjoy the show. Welcome to the Sports Fashion Podcast. I'm your host, Deeflamez, man. Welcome to another episode, and I believe this is episode 11. We're going to get straight into it, man. You know we here. NBA playoffs, baby. NBA playoffs. First, I don't know if any of y'all are gamblers. I'm not a gambler. However, I am recently into sports betting. I have been using what the NBA has been promoting, FanDuel. I don't bet anything over $10. So I definitely, if it's legal in your state, I definitely say FanDuel for sure. FanDuel, some of my homeboys are using Prize Picks. You dig what I'm saying? So if you watch the NBA or watch any sporting event or anything, and you think you're pretty good at predicting what's going to happen or, you know, how the flow of the game is going, they have live parlays and all of that shit. That shit is dope, though. So I would definitely recommend you getting into it. I'm in some easy money. Like I said, I don't bet anything over $10. I ain't going for that. I don't do that uncertain stuff. But NBA playoffs are here. NBA, they've been here. They've been going on. You dig what I'm saying? So as I record this today, right now, I believe the Mavericks are up 3-2 on the Thunder. The series is tied 3-3 between the Denver Nuggets and Minnesota Timberwolves. Boston has already advanced to the Eastern Conference Finals, and the New York Knicks is up 3-2 going into Game 6 versus the Indiana Pacers in Indiana. For those of you that don't know, Jalen Brunson is an absolute dog. Jalen Brunson, the point guard for the New York Knicks, is an absolute dog, yo. Absolute dog. You know, after the Pacers tied it up 2-2, a lot of people were saying Tom Thibodeau are playing their players too many minutes. You had Josh Hart logging the most minutes in the NBA, in the playoffs, excuse me. You got the Knicks starting five logging the most minutes for a whole starting five in the NBA this year. Tom Thibodeau, let me tell you something. If you go play for that man, if you become part of his rotation, you are definitely going to play. You are definitely going to play for sure. But we're going to start off in the West. Mavericks took a 3-2 lead over OKC. I think Game 6 is this upcoming weekend. Be honest with you, I'm gonna go with the Mavericks in 6. I think that Luka Doncic, Kyrie hasn't been playing that well, but I do believe Kyrie understands that this is a closeout situation. We all know what Kyrie Irving does in closeout situations. We know he steps up regardless of how he's been playing. Luka Doncic has been up and down. I think he's only averaging 23 this series, which isn't that great, but Game 5 gave me hope. Game 5, he went crazy. So I do believe that Kyrie and Luka are going to look for Game 6 to pretty much close it out and get OKC up out of there. OKC is young enough to where they'll be competing for the next coming years, but they got to get up out of here now. You dig what I'm saying? Game 7, Denver Nuggets and Minnesota Timberwolves. This is crazy. I believe that regardless of what happens, this run, if it continues, it just adds to it. But this run in the playoffs, Anthony Edwards is here, ladies and gentlemen. Anthony Edwards is here as a superstar. Let me tell you that one more time. Anthony Edwards is here, and he is officially a superstar. With that being said, the reason why I say he's a superstar is outside of this playoffs, we've seen what he's doing on the offensive end. You know, averaging 35. You know what I mean? Like, he's going crazy. But the defense that he's playing, I have to say, I know we all hate comparisons, but it does remind me of a number 8 Kobe and a fourth in a 88 Mike. When I say Mike, I mean Michael Jordan. A 1988-89 season Michael Jordan and a 2003-ish Kobe. That's who Anthony Edwards is reminding me of right now. You dig what I'm saying? So he's playing on both ends. He's playing at an elite level on both ends. The way that he's playing defense on Jamal Murray is uncanny. I mean, Jaden McDaniels is also doing his job, doing a very elite level. Jaden McDaniels is definitely one of the best defenders in the NBA. Anthony Edwards is definitely a top wing defender in the NBA. I want to get into some of the criticism that Rudy Gobert is getting just because he's a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, yo. Like, I got to tell y'all, bro. Y'all got to understand the criteria of these awards. Like, outside of Russell Westbrook and Nikola Jokic, right? Most of the MVPs of the last 20 years have been on great teams, with the exception of those two. And when I say that, it's just like the voters are letting it be known that team success does play in to you winning an individual award. I think that's dumb. I believe that it should be based solely off of what you do individually, not you impacting the game, not any of that. It should be strictly what you do as an individual. These are individual awards for a reason. You dig what I'm saying? And so for me, it's kind of just like the numbers will say that Victor Wembanyama, however you say bro name, Victor Wembanyama, however you say bro name, from the Spurs, the rookie. I believe that the numbers say that he and or Rudy Gobert are the two front runners for Defensive Player of the Year. And it's close. It's very close. So in this situation, Rudy Gobert being the anchor of the number one defense in the NBA, I believe that's what gave him the nod. The votes say otherwise. The votes say that it was going to be him and it wasn't close. I don't believe that it wasn't close. I believe that it was very close. But I do not like the idea that team success is what gets you the votes. You dig what I'm saying? Nikola Jokic won the MVP this year. And rightfully so, because he was in top 3. I do believe he's a top 3 candidate. I don't believe that it's as bad as people making it seem. I know a lot of people had Shea Alexander winning the MVP, but I'm going to be honest with y'all, man. Like, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. Nikola Jokic is the best player in basketball right now. You know what I mean? He's the best player in basketball. And even if I take my bias out of it, everybody knows who my favorite player is. And if this your first time coming to this platform, this your first time listening or watching this podcast, my favorite player is KD. You dig what I'm saying? So for you don't know. But taking the bias out of it, I think Nikola Jokic is definitely the best player in the NBA right now. And he has been for the last 3 years. With that being said, I'm terrible at predictions. I'll be the first to admit I'm terrible at predictions. But if I had to choose who's going to win Game 7 between the Denver Nuggets and the Minnesota Timberwolves, I have 2 answers. And y'all going to say I'm straddling the fence. Listen, who do I want to win? I want Ant Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves to win. I just want that. I want Ant Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves to win. I just love the way they play. They're tenacious on the defensive end. They're, the aggressiveness, picking up full court. They're going to make you work for every basket. People talking about how Jokic had 40 on the Defensive Player of the Year. Jokic gives everybody the work. It's facts. Jokic gives everybody the work. Period. Now people are saying, what about in Game 5? What about in Game 6? They had Cat guarding Jokic instead of Gobert. Okay, There's a reason. Every defensive player has somebody that they struggle with. It's facts. Every defensive player has somebody that they struggle with. Period. You dig what I'm saying? So, and then someone like Jokic, no one's stopping him anyway. I don't care who you are. No one's stopping him. You know what I'm saying? I believe with players like that, you just got to accept the fact that like nobody can stop him. Not even the defensive player of the year. You dig what I'm saying? Like I'll make a pure example. Marcus Smart won Defensive Player of the Year a couple years ago. It might have been last year or the year before. Marcus Smart won Defensive Player of the Year a couple years ago. I guarantee you, Luka Doncic don't care about nothing about no Marcus Smart. Steph don't care nothing. I mean, we saw what Steph did to him in the finals. Steph don't care nothing about no Marcus Smart. Like the elite of the elite guards, Kyrie don't care nothing about no Marcus Smart. Like the elite of the elite guards, I believe don't care. Like you can be the best defender in the world, you still not gonna be able to stop him. So for people to try to condemn Rudy Gobert for not being able to contain or stop Jokic is absolutely crazy. There's a reason why Jokic is a 3-time MVP. That's a reason why he's a champion, a Finals MVP. Like he's really like that for real. So let's keep it all the way 1,000. He's really like that for real. Hey, don't mind this hat, man. I ain't got a haircut yet, so I can't let y'all see what's going on up there. You know what I'm saying? It's still wavy, but I can't let y'all see what's going on up there. You feel what I'm saying? So, but back to who I think is going to win this series. Who I think is going to win this series is Denver. Who I want to win this series, as I said before, is Minnesota. I want to see Ant Edwards. I want to see him become the face of the NBA. And I'll be honest with you, it's going to be refreshing. To now see an American take that over. LeBron had it, and we got lucky as Americans. We got lucky because Jokic. Now, to be fair, because Jokic has always been quiet into himself, right? But I think that Jokic wasn't really marketable. But if you guys have been watching as of late, Jokic has been in a lot of commercials. He's been showing his other personality. It does seem like Jokic can be a funny guy. So I think I've seen more commercials this year than I've ever seen. And I've seen more commercials this year than I've ever seen of Nikola Jokic, period. So I do see that they're making an effort to try to push him to the forefront. A 3-time MVP in today's time, and he's not being pushed to be the face of the league. I think it's an absolute travesty, but I understand like it's about marketability. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to market big men outside of Shaq. What big man has really been very marketable outside of Shaq? But Shaq had a very big personality to go with his big persona and to go with him as an individual. You dig what I'm saying? So, and as a player. So, but it is going to be nice to see a guard become the face of the league. I think it's 2024, and this was well before. LeBron has been the face for so long. But I think the last guard that we had to be the face of the league. Some people can argue Steph Curry. Some people can make that argument. I'm not going to be mad at that. But I think the last 2 guard to be the face of the league was Kobe. You know what I'm saying? You had Mike, and then you had Kobe. You know what I'm saying? And for me, you had Mike, then you had AI, and then you had Kobe, in my opinion. But I know the consensus is it went from Mike to Kobe. A lot of people don't want to acknowledge AI because he didn't win and stuff like that. But the hood know it was him, then it was him, and then it was Kobe. You dig what I'm saying? So, but the last 2 guards to really be the face of the NBA was Kobe. And then for his game to resemble Kobe Bryant, and then to resemble Kobe Bryant, which then also you could say resembles Michael Jordan. It's fitting. You know what I'm saying? I love that. You know what I'm saying? He has that dog in him. He not going to back down. You know, a lot of people, I remember when Kobe first came into the league and he said motherfuckers was telling him, don't look at Jordan in the eye. And Kobe was like, yo, I'm that too. Don't look me in the eye either. You dig what I'm saying? So I think Anthony Edwards is definitely like that, especially, you know, y'all saw the performance he put on against KD. Y'all see the performance that he's putting on against Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. You dig what I'm saying? So it's definitely going to be exciting to watch. So I would love to see him go to the finals. And even in the Western Conference Finals, you know, him versus Luka and Kyrie. I would love to see it. Him versus Luka or Kyrie, because he's going to be guarding one of the two. That's a fact. He's going to be guarding one of the two. So him versus them, I would love to see that matchup. And then if he makes it to the finals, I would love to see Anthony Edwards versus Jason Tatum in the finals. You know what I'm saying? Or Anthony Edwards versus Jalen Brunson. But we're gonna get that. We're gonna get there in a minute. You do understand? So, like I said, I think Denver is gonna win just because they have the experience. They're at home in Denver, and they've been here before. I think that that's where, and then their role players are gonna play a lot better at home. Michael Porter Jr. I think is gonna have a very good night. Aaron Gordon has been playing very well during the series, so I believe that they might pull it out. Pause. That sounded crazy. I think they will get a W in Game 7, but I hope that the Minnesota Timberwolves win, because I would love to see Anthony Edwards in the Western Conference Finals and potentially the NBA Finals. As for the Dallas Mavericks, I already said it. You know, I think Dallas has the best closer in the playoffs, proven closer in the playoffs, and Kyrie Irving. I think he knows what time it is. So I think Dallas is going to get the OKC up out of there in 6. Going over to the Eastern Conference Finals. Oh, I say Eastern Conference Finals. Eastern Conference. Game 6. I think Jalen Brunson and the Knicks are going to get the Indiana Pacers up out of there. I think that they're going to understand the assignment. They're going to understand, like, okay, you know, we don't want to go back to Game 7. We know Tibbs is going to play us a lot of minutes. We need to get as much rest as possible. So I do believe that they're going to get them up out of here in a close game for Game 6. I got the Knicks. I know this is going to sound cliche because everybody's saying it in New York, but I got the Knicks in 6. You know what I mean? So shout out to the Indiana Pacers, man. They've been doing their thing, man. You can tell just from it they're not ready, but you never know. You know, they might pop out and show niggas, as Kendrick would say. But I think I do have the Knicks in 6. Now, with that being said, if the Knicks win, they have Boston, and this is going to be an unpopular opinion. I think New York Knicks can beat Boston. And I got a homeboy of mine, man. You know, a previous guest on the pod, my boy Sling. He's a diehard Boston Celtics fan. I'm gonna be honest with you. The Boston Celtics are basically the equivalent of the Dallas Cowboys. Except, I'm not gonna say that. Except they actually do make it too far in the playoffs, and they don't get eliminated the first round like the Cowboys do. But needless to say, the Celtics have one title in the last, 34 years? Because their last title was what? What was it, 88? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see how people are just so hype over them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm looking at when the last time the Celtics, besides 2008, when was the last time the Celtics won a championship? You know what I'm saying? The last championship they won was before that was 86, bro. So since 1986, they got one championship. Now, this is the crazy part. This is not me going in on Boston, but I just got to set the record straight. Jason Tatum has been to 5 conference finals? 5 conference finals and 1 NBA final? I ain't, you know what I mean? Like, I don't get it. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. I don't know what the hype is about. I don't know what the hype is about. You know what I'm saying? Jason Tatum has been, and I could be wrong, it could be more than 5. It could be more than 5. I'm looking it up right now because I don't want to be wrong, because I know some of y'all are going to quote me and be like, oh no, it's more than that. It's more than that. So we looking it up. We looking it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me see. Hold on. Cause I just want to make sure I'm not tripping. So we know what's going on. Because I do believe that he's been to the conference. Okay. Yeah, so 4. He's been to the conference finals 4 times. This will be his 5th. And he's been to the finals once. So he's been to the conference finals 4 times. 3 of them he got up out of there, and he went to the finals once and ran into Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors and got taxed. So I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Is Jason Tatum? I got a question for y'all. Actually, is Jason Tatum? How can I put this? All right. Is Jason Tatum? Can Jason Tatum be the best player on a championship team? I believe that you only can say that when you win a championship. You know what I'm saying? To prove that you can be, you have to win a championship, in my opinion. To prove that you can be, you have to be a champion. You have to win a championship. Now, you have some people that's going to say, oh, well, he got them there, so that should be enough. No. Be the best player on a championship team. Underline championship team. So I do believe that Jason Tatum is a very good player, but he has to prove that he can be the best player on the championship team. You know what I'm saying? Going to the finals and losing. Going to the conference finals and losing. That's not a championship team. You dig what I'm saying? So I do believe that he definitely has much to prove. Again, he's only like 26. So it's like, you know, he's young. So he definitely has, he definitely has at minimum, at the level he's playing, at minimum, he has like another 5 years at the level that he's playing right now. So he definitely does have time to, you know what I'm saying, change that narrative to where he can be defensive, to where he can be the best player on a championship team. However, I got the Knicks in 7. And I know I'm gonna be alone on this besides the New York fans, but I got the Knicks in 7. Reason why is because I believe that they rebound. I believe that they play defense. And then also I believe that Boston hasn't been tested in these playoffs. You want to get tested early. You don't want to wait till conference finals or NBA finals to get tested, and you don't know how your team's going to respond. And then also I think they're with the Knicks. Now, albeit I'm not disrespecting the Pacers, I'm having this conversation with the understanding that my prediction is right. The Knicks are going to get them up out of there and get the Pacers up out of there. But the Knicks offensive rebound, I don't think that the Boston Celtics has went up against a team that's going to force them to have to focus on the boards. So they're going to offensive rebound. OG Anunoby, that's going to be the wild card. If he is healthy, if he can come back for the Eastern Conference Finals, I believe that he's going to, in my opinion, he's going to take Jaylen Brown completely out of this conversation. I believe that Jason Tatum might get off. Pause. That sounded crazy. I think Jason Tatum might get his points and stuff like that, but I also don't believe that Jason Tatum is going to be consistent enough to be able to win this series for Boston. Even in this throughout this playoff run, we've seen Jason Tatum be inconsistent. So with that being said, we've seen Jalen Brunson be consistent. We've seen DiVincenzo be consistent. We've seen OG Anunoby be consistent. We've seen Josh Hart be consistent. We've seen Heinstein, whatever his name is, the big man, be consistent. So I do believe that New York is the more consistent team. New York in my opinion, is the better rebounding team. And then I also believe that the New York Knicks are going to slow the game down. The Celtics aren't going to be able to get out and run. The Celtics like to play kind of like the Pacers. They like to get out and run, use their youth, get transition buckets. So I do believe that the Knicks are going to slow it down. Now, the Celtics do have what no one else has, and that's a great defender at the guard position in Jrue Holiday. However, I do believe that Jrue Holiday is going to get picked to death. I think he's going to get picked to death. Let me tell y'all, he's going to get picked to death. You dig what I'm saying? So I do believe that Jalen Brunson's still going to get to his spot. Jalen Brunson says, hey, listen, you can put a bigger guard on him. You can put a smaller guard on him. He's going to get straight to it. You dig what I'm saying? So I got the Knicks in 7 going to the NBA Finals. And let me tell y'all something. Come here. I gotta get close to this mic. The New York Knicks in the NBA Finals. New York City will be the most lit city on the planet. Just for making it, bro. If the New York Knicks win the Eastern Conference Finals and they go on to the finals, watch how New York react to them going to the finals, bro. New York City is gonna be the littest city in the history of America, bro. That's a fact. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? So I think that New York City, New York Knicks going to the NBA Finals will be a legendary moment, bro. Oh my God, it'd be a legendary moment. Even though that's my prediction, I think that's more of a bias also because I would love to see New York City in the NBA Finals. I got to acknowledge that I do believe Boston Celtics are the better team, though. I know I just said all of that, and you're like, Flames, like, what happened? I do believe that the Boston Celtics are the better team, but I do believe the New York Knicks. I do want the New York Knicks to go to the finals, so that's my take for sure. Gotta fix this down. What's the name? Hold on. There we go. My fault, y'all. I had to fix the goddamn camera type shit. In other news, man. I know y'all saw the new NCAA football game coming out in July, man. 150, but you also get Madden 25 with it. And for those of you that are gamers like myself, this is the real Madden 25, not that Madden 25 with Adrian Peterson on the cover. We ain't fucking with that. I ain't gonna cap to you. We ain't fucking with that at all. You dig what I'm saying? But it look like it's gonna be fire. You got Travis Hunter on the cover. You know what I mean? So it do look like it's gonna be dope. I'm interested to see. They just released the trailer, so that's gonna be dope. Also for y'all that don't know, the fight night, what is it? Fight Night Undisputed? I don't even know if it's Fight Night. It's the new boxing game. I don't even know if it's Fight Night. Yep, Fight Night Undisputed. Fight Night Undisputed is dropping on console later on this year, man. So that's gonna be dope. It's for all the gamers out there. You already know what I mean. So, but I think it's gonna be fire. I think this year, I'm hyped for NCAA. It's been 11 years. It's been 11 years since the last one. So I'm definitely hyped for it for sure. I think that NCAA. I hope it's not just a Madden just with college teams and college jerseys. I hope that it has its own different dynamic to it. You know what I mean? That makes it different from Madden. So I'm definitely looking forward to that for sure. Bad Boys 4 is coming out in June. You dig what I'm saying? So that I'm looking forward to going to see that. I think it's going to be kind of funny. I think that they need to stop it at 4. 3 was cool, but I think they definitely need to stop it at 4. It's getting out of hand though. It's definitely getting out of hand. All right, also, this is a crazy segue, a terrible segue, but also, did y'all see the Diddy footage of him beating up Cassie in the hotel? Like, I know that Diddy put out a statement, I think it was like toward the end of 2023, where he was saying all of it is lies and he would never do none of the stuff that he was accused of. Cap. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. You dig what I'm saying? Hey, Diddy, you're finished, bro. You're finished. It's over with. Hey, King. Oh, and King Combs, whatever your name is. Hey, my man, leave 50 alone, bro. Like, what are you doing, bro? Like, leave 50 alone, my dog. Like, you respectfully, you a grown man, but you a kid for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, leave that man alone. The last thing you want to do is bring any attention to you or your pops, bro. Leave 50 alone. You talking about you gon' not snuff niggas that they say no Diddy around you, nigga. You're not that guy, bro. You not built like that at all, nigga. It's like, so stop the cap, King Combs, nigga. Christian, nigga. Stop the cap, bro. Get your stupid ass on somewhere, bro. My fault. I just had to say that, but yeah, Diddy, you're finished, bro. It's over with. It's over with. It's over. Now we see why you paid that $30 million for, you know what I mean, in settlement money, bro. We see what's going on. And you a freaky boy coming out into the hallway with just a towel on, bro, to chase a female and to beat on a female. You are a crazy man, bro. You bogus, bro. Diddy, you bogus. Puff Daddy, whatever you want to call yourself, Brother Love, whatever you want to call yourself, bro, you bogus as hell, boy. You bogus as hell. Like, come on, bro. You came out in a towel, my nigga. Not once, but twice, nigga. In a towel to beat up a female, throw a phone at her, my nigga. Come on, bro. You bogus as hell for that, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You are bogus as fuck for that, fool. No cap, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie. Just off of seeing this, bro, whatever they blaming you for, you did it, bro. Get that nigga, bro. I ain't gonna cap to you. Get this nigga the fuck out of here, bro. Now, with that being said, we keeping the music though, my nigga. You can get the fuck up out of here, just like they did with R. Kelly. We keeping the music though, nigga. So don't get this confused. We keeping the music, nigga. We keeping the Biggie. We keeping all that, nigga. But you can get the fuck up out of here, G. Fuck on, bro. And with that being said, I got a question for y'all, yo. If this cancel culture, I know I just went on a rant trying to talk about canceling this nigga Diddy. I stand by that. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. If this cancel culture keeps going the way that it's going, and we're starting to see these celebrities as weirdos, we not gonna have no entertainment industry, bro. We not gonna have no entertainment. Like, just imagine this, bro. Just imagine this. And shout out to, I think her name is Jaguar Wright. I think her name is. I've been seeing a few of her clips. Like, if all this shit that she's saying is real and true, we not gonna have no music industry, bro. Drake gonna be gone. Like, just imagine this, yo. What if everything Drake and Kendrick said was true? What if everything they said was true? Both of them niggas would be bogus. Both of them niggas would be terrible niggas. Terrible human beings. Like, so I feel like, bro, like, honestly, bro, I ain't gonna cap. I feel like if all the people in entertainment, like if everybody got exposed the way Diddy getting exposed, yo, I think that we wouldn't have no entertainment industry, bro. Y'all saw what happened with what was the dude name? Zack Snyder, the dude from Nickelodeon, made all the legendary shows. That nigga was a weirdo. That nigga bogus as hell too. You nigga what I'm saying? Obviously we saw the R. Kelly shit. He bogus. He bogus as hell. You know what I mean? Harvey Weinstein, he bogus. Like I just got finished saying Diddy bogus. You dig what I'm saying? So it's like if you really think about it, bro, like just like I said earlier, just imagine if all the shit Drake and Kendrick said to each other was real. Like Drake being a pedophile, womanizer. That's nasty work. Kendrick being a wife beater, a woman beater, and raising his manager's child. Like that's, I ain't gonna cap, bro. This is nasty work. Obviously, I do, we've seen in entertainment that someone can make a comeback from domestic violence. We've seen it in sports. We've seen it in music. We've seen it. So obviously, I don't think Drake would be able to come back from it if it was true. But we've seen people come back from being a deviant, from being an abuser. You dig what I'm saying? So, but still terrible human beings. No cap. Like if you really think about it, bro, like if all of them niggas got exposed, we wouldn't have no entertainment industry, bro. That's ugly. So now, like, I got a question for you guys as humans and as fans, though. Do you want to see everyone get exposed? And do you want to see everybody get canceled? Now, that's a double-edged sword, because if you say yes, you're admitting like, oh shit, like that could pretty much ruin all of entertainment industry. So now what will we look at on TV? What will we look at on our phones? What will we listen to? Because if you put everybody getting exposed and then you apply the cancel culture to them, where we're canceling the whole entertainment industry. You dig what I'm saying? Or most of it. You feel me? So I feel like, like me, I don't know. Of course I would want, all the people to get exposed because there's a lot of victims behind those people, so I would definitely want them to get exposed. But I would just want people to be more like me that can separate the person from the art. I just wish everybody could do that. If you could, separate the person from the art, it's cool. I think that I said this a couple pods ago. Like, I can listen to R. Kelly's song and still say fuck R. Kelly. You dig what I'm saying? Like, R. Kelly might have been thinking about teenage girls when he was making them sex songs, right? But when I listen to it, I'm thinking about a grown ass woman. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I don't care. Like, I don't care about them as a person. I don't know them. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I don't know them. You know what I'm saying? All we know is what's been put in front of us, and we form our opinion based off that. So it's like, yeah, like it might be basketball players that I care about. Like, I cried when I didn't know Kobe, but I cried when Kobe died. You dig what I'm saying? So it's like, but Kobe Bryant appeared to be a great guy. You got some people that are gonna say, he did have his own trials and tribulations. He did have his own issues throughout early in his career. But for the most part, Kobe's a good guy based off of what I've seen. And when you don't know somebody, you can only go based off of what they present you. It's kind of like somebody that's a liar. You can't look at them as a liar until you're around them enough to see that they're a liar. You dig what I'm saying? So for me, like, I know how to separate the person from the art, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't listen to his music every day, but I still got some R. Kelly in my phone, bro. No cap. You know what I'm saying? I definitely still got some Diddy. It ain't even Diddy because he ain't even a rapper for real. But I definitely got some, some Bad Boy, some classical tracks in there, some Fab in there, you know what I mean? Biggie in there, of course, you know what I'm saying? Faith Evans in there, you dig what I'm saying? So I'm definitely not getting rid of the catalog, but fuck the nigga, like fuck that nigga. Fuck the nigga, bro. Like you bogus as hell, Diddy. You bogus. No cap. Like you bogus, bro. Like there ain't no other way to put that, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Also, hey, look, man. Everybody, let me tell y'all something. I want to make a public service announcement, bro. Can y'all please stop trying to stretch this Kendrick and Drake beef, bro? Y'all still out here trying to get views off that shit. Please stop, bro. Please stop. Please. You know what I'm saying? Please stop, bro. There's too much money behind either one of them for either one of them not to exist. So for y'all sitting there trying to press the issue on canceling one or the other, like, please stop, bro. There's too much money involved for either one of them to be canceled. That's a fact. You know what I mean? So let's be very clear on that, bro. I recently saw a hip hop list, a best rapper of all time list. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. So hold on, I'm gonna go to it, and then I'm gonna tell y'all what this list was, because this list was bogus. Okay, so this list had, I mean, of course I agree with number one, I ain't gonna lie. At number one, they had Jay-Z. Number two, they had Eminem. Number three, they had Tupac. Number four, they had Biggie. Number five, they had DMX. Number six was Ice Cube. Number seven was Rakim. Number 8 was Drake. Number 9 was Nas. And number 10 was T.I. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. I want to throw this whole list in the garbage, bro. I ain't gonna cap to you. I want to throw this whole list in the garbage. I ain't gonna lie. Everyone know. I think I said this on the first pod or second pod, whatever one it was, bro. Everybody knows my top two is Jay-Z and Wayne. That's top two solidified, right? I'm gonna say something that might bother people, but if y'all listen to what I gotta say, I'm gonna say the reason first, and then I'm gonna say the name. The reason why I'm not putting this person in my top 5, and he's barely making my top 10, is only because he doesn't have enough. He doesn't have enough music. He doesn't have enough music. He doesn't have a big enough catalog for me to be like, okay, yeah, you're one of the greatest, or yeah, you're the greatest. Tupac and Biggie. Listen. I believe that they benefited the most. I hate to say that. Nah, that's gonna sound crazy. I believe that their legacy benefited the most. Their rap legacy benefited the most because they died while they were in their prime and at their peak. Like they never had to go through the phase of, in the rap game, getting old and you're no longer in the limelight. Because, and what I'm saying like this is, you think about it like this. At one point in time, Lil Wayne was the top of the top. He was the hottest thing out. Like, respectfully, imagine if Lil Wayne died in 07, 08. If Wayne died in 07, 08, when he was the top Wayne, I think we'll be talking about him the way we talk about Tupac and Biggie. You dig what I'm saying? If DMX died in 2000, we talking about DMX the same way. You dig what I'm saying? So I do believe that Tupac and Biggie, their rap legacy does enhance because they died in their peak. So we don't have a view of them getting old and being later on. We don't have that view. We don't have that quote unquote, that fall off view. Shout out to J. Cole, the fall off on the way. But we don't have that fall off view of them to where it could diminish them and we could be more. Like, you couldn't tell me in 06, 05, 06, you couldn't tell me that Jeezy wasn't the hottest thing out, bro. that Jeezy wasn't one of the greatest. You cannot tell me that in 05, 06, Jeezy wasn't one of the greatest, bro. That's a fact. Thug Motivate. Oh my God, bro. You know what I mean? So just like, I feel like if any of these rappers died in their prime, you dig what I'm saying? I feel like they would be catapulted. Be catapulted to that God tier. You dig what I'm saying? That, no pun intended. That was great. That was good. But they'd be catapulted to like that top tier of legendary rappers. You dig what I'm saying? So, word. What else we got, man? Yeah. So I think, like for me, my top 5 changes, but obviously I got, you know what I'm saying, I got Jay-Z number 1. I got Lil Wayne is number 2. For me, Lil Wayne for number 2. You got to have Eminem in there, and then Eminem discography is crazy. Is crazy. You know what I mean? Eminem at number 3. At number 4, you definitely got to put, for me, you definitely got to put DMX in there, bro. I don't care what none of y'all say, bro. I don't give a fuck about what none of y'all say. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all too young to understand what DMX did for rap music, my nigga. DMX had 2 number 1 albums in the same year and didn't even get acknowledged at the Grammys. Get the fuck out of here. I don't even want... My fault. I'm ranting. My fault. But like I said, Hove, Wayne, Eminem, DMX, and then my 5th one, I definitely got to give the South some love, man. Well, I already gave the South some love with Wayne. I definitely got to, for me. So if you don't like my list, I don't give a fuck. But for me, T.I. number 5, bro. I don't give a fuck. It's my list. Don't argue with me. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Like I said, Hove, Wayne, Eminem, DMX, T.I. Facts. And then at number 6, I continue. I do 6 through 10 too. At number 6, I'm gonna put Drake. Excuse me. Whoa, I'm wilding. Chill out. At number 6, I'm not wilding. Number 6, Drake. Number 7, I might catch flack for this one too. You know what I'm saying? I might catch flack for this one too. But number 7, J. Cole. Ooh. J. Cole. Oh no, I am wilding. Number 6. Take T.I. out and put Jadakiss at 5. So we got Hove, Wayne, Eminem, DMX, Jadakiss, Drake, T.I., Kendrick, Pac, Biggie. You know what I mean? So, So yeah, so number 6 would be Drake, T.I. Number 6 would be Drake, 7 T.I., 8 Kendrick, 9 and 10 Pac and Biggie. That's my top 10. You dig what I'm saying? So so let me go through it again so I can get a clear list. Lil Wayne. I'm wild. I'm tripping. Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, Eminem, DMX, Jadakiss, Drake, T.I., Kendrick, Pac, Biggie. That's my top 10. That's my top 10. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. It's my top 10, so y'all can kick rocks. Fuck out of here. You dig what I'm saying? So, fuck out of here. On me. You dig me? So. But yeah, with that being said, man, I appreciate y'all coming through, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie. It definitely has been fun. You know what I'm saying? Oh, come on. Come here. Focus. There we go. Focus on me. Yeah, there we go. It has been, has been fun, man. I appreciate everybody that's been coming through, bro. For those that this was your first time coming through, man, we definitely talk about a lot. We talk about music, we talk about fashion, we talk about sports, we talk about culture, you know what I mean? We talk about a little bit of everything that comes in black culture, you dig what I'm saying? For those that's wondering why these two gentlemen are in my background, T.I. and I said T.I. Lord Jesus, I'm thinking about rap. Allen Iverson, and Michael Jordan. These were my two biggest inspirations when I grew up. Michael Jordan being the beacon and being the face of perfection, the face of, I'm talking strictly basketball, the face of, what I wanted to be, which was a basketball player earlier in my life. You know what I mean? Like the long shorts, he had the style with all the Jordans. He had, he was winning, he was stylish on the court. He was an icon, and then he turned around and in business went crazy, became a billionaire, the first athlete to hit $1 billion. You dig what I'm saying? So, and just everything that he embodies, So, everybody has their flaws, so I understand that, but just everything he embodies, just hard work, and he never cut corners when it came to it, and he was perfection when it came to basketball. Allen Iverson more because I related to him. Allen Iverson was tatted up, as you can see. You see what's going on. I'm tatted galore. You dig what I mean? But Allen Iverson, he was 6'1". I'm 6'1". He was tatted up. He used to talk like me. And I said this a couple pods ago, I think on the second episode 2 or whatever it was. I said it, he talked like me. He looked like me, built like me. You know what I mean? He came from the same type of environment that I came from. So I related to Allen Iverson, and Allen Iverson made it possible to dream that someone at 6 foot, 5'11", 5'10". I'm 6'1", but I'm just saying, people at 6'1", 6 foot, 5'10", 5'11", they could dream about getting to the NBA, you know what I mean, and being a star in the NBA. So he was definitely an inspiration. And then he showed another fashion sense, where he dressed like us in the hood, do-rags, big jerseys, big pants. It was nasty back then. Looking at it now in hindsight, but back then it was very stylish. You dig what I'm saying? So I think both of these guys are definitely revolutionary. I think both of these guys had a big influence on the generations that came after them, and even the current Gen Z. You dig what I'm saying? So a lot of these Gen Z people look at Kobe, but guess what? Kobe looked at Mike. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these guys wearing sleeves and headbands and got a bunch of tattoos and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Finger bands, arm bands. Guess where they got that from? They got that from AI. You know what I mean? So they got a lot of style from both of these guys. So definitely two of my biggest inspirations growing up for sure. But like I said, if this is your first time coming through, man, you can definitely follow the podcast on Instagram at Sports Fashion Podcast. You can also follow the podcast on YouTube at Sports Fashion Podcast. I'm your host, Deeflamez. You can follow me on Instagram at Deeflamez _DEEFLAMEZ _ on Instagram. And you can also follow me on Twitter or X at Deeflamez. You dig what I'm saying? With that being said, I appreciate everybody that come through, man. I love y'all. I know it's been a minute. My fault for taking to a week and a half. I told you guys I'd be doing weekly drops. So my fault. I'm definitely back on it. I got another one coming in here in a few days after this one drops. So y'all stay tuned, man. With that being said, you already know what it is, man. Y'all stay positive. Y'all stay blessed. Y'all stay safe. I'm out of here.
I can't lie, I feel blessed. I can't lie, I feel blessed. I can't lie, I feel blessed.